The Bhagavad Gita, often called the Gita, is like a sacred song. It is a 700-verse Hindu scripture that is part of the Indian epic Mahabharata. The Gita is written in the form of a dialogue between Prince Arjuna and the god Krishna, who serves as his charioteer. This dialogue takes place on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, just before the start of a great war. It's part of a bigger story, the Mahabharata, an ancient Indian epic. The Mahabharata is one of the longest epic poems in the world, consisting of over 100,000 shlokas, or over 200,000 individual verse lines. It narrates the struggle for sovereignty between two groups of cousins, the Kauravas and the Pandavas. Imagine a huge battlefield where two families fight for a kingdom. The Kurukshetra war is the climactic event of the Mahabharata, and it is on this battlefield that the Bhagavad Gita is set. The battlefield symbolizes the moral and ethical struggles of human life. In the middle of all the chaos, a warrior named Arjuna feels lost and confused. Arjuna, one of the Pandava brothers, is a skilled archer and a key warrior in the battle. However, he is deeply troubled by the prospect of fighting against his own relatives, beloved friends, and revered teachers. He doesn't want to fight. Arjuna is torn between his duty as a warrior and his love for his family. He is overwhelmed by sorrow and compassion, and he questions the very purpose of life and the nature of duty. This is where his charioteer, Krishna, steps in. Krishna, who is not just a charioteer but also a divine being, takes this moment to impart spiritual wisdom and guidance to Arjuna. Krishna is no ordinary charioteer. He is an avatar of Vishnu, a major god in Hinduism. Vishnu is known as the preserver and protector of the universe, and his teachings are meant to guide humanity towards righteousness and spiritual enlightenment. Krishna guides Arjuna, and their conversation becomes the Gita. Through this dialogue, Krishna addresses the moral dilemmas faced by Arjuna and provides profound insights into duty, righteousness, and the nature of reality. The teachings of the Gita have inspired countless individuals and continue to be a source of spiritual guidance and wisdom. The Gita is not just about a war between two families. It's about the battles we face in our own lives, the struggles with our thoughts, feelings, and desires. Krishna explains that life itself is a battlefield. We face challenges, make choices, and learn from our experiences. The Gita tells us that we are not just our bodies or our minds. We are something much greater. We are souls on a journey. Krishna teaches Arjuna about the Atman, the soul. Imagine a tiny flame, a spark of pure light hidden inside us. This flame is our true self, the Atman. It is different from our body, which grows old and eventually dies. The soul is eternal and unchanging. It doesn't age or get sick. It's a traveler moving from one life to another, like changing clothes. The soul is beyond destruction. Just like you can't cut light with a sword or burn it with fire, the soul remains untouched. It is not affected by the physical world. Krishna uses simple examples to explain this idea. He says, weapons cannot cut it, fire cannot burn it, water cannot wet it, wind cannot dry it. Section 5. Beyond the reach of elements. The Gita uses the example of the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and space, to explain the soul's indestructibility. These elements are fundamental to the material world, forming the very fabric of our physical existence. They are the building blocks of everything we see, touch, and experience in our daily lives. These elements make up everything in the material world, but they have no power over the soul. The soul, or Atman, is beyond the reach of these elements. It is eternal, unchanging, and indestructible. While the elements can be transformed and manipulated, the soul remains constant and unaffected. Think of a drop of water. This simple drop can undergo various transformations. You can freeze it into ice, boil it into steam, or even evaporate it into the air. Despite these changes in form, the essence of the water remains the same. You can also mix it with other substances, like dye or other liquids, altering its appearance and properties. Yet fundamentally, it is still water. But the water itself doesn't change. Its core nature remains intact, regardless of the state it is in. This is a powerful metaphor for the soul. In the same way, the soul remains unchanged, even though it experiences different lives and situations. Just as water can exist in various forms without losing its essence, the soul can go through countless experiences and transformations without being altered at its core. This understanding brings a sense of peace and continuity, knowing that our true self is beyond the reach of the ever-changing material world. Section 6. Echoes of Wisdom. The wisdom of the Gita about the soul's immortality has been shared and explained by many spiritual leaders throughout history. Swami Vivekananda, a great Indian sage, said, "The soul is by its nature pure and perfect." Sadhguru, a modern-day spiritual master, explains that the soul is the very fabric of existence. These teachings remind us that we are not just physical beings, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Section 7. The Soul's Liberation. The Gita says that the soul is trapped in a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth because of karma, which is like the law of action and reaction. Our actions create impressions on our soul, and these impressions lead to future experiences. The goal is to break free from this cycle and attain liberation, which means realizing our true nature as eternal souls. Section 8. Realizing our true nature. Understanding the soul's immortality is not just a philosophical idea, it has practical implications for our lives. When we realize our true nature as souls, we are no longer limited by fear, doubt, and insecurity. We become more compassionate, understanding, and forgiving. This realization gives us the strength to face life's challenges with courage and wisdom. Section 9. A Call to Inner Exploration. The Bhagavad Gita invites us to look beyond the surface of life and explore the depths of our own being. It encourages us to question the nature of our existence and to seek answers within ourselves. This ancient text is not just a religious scripture, but a profound philosophical guide that has the power to transform our lives. By understanding the eternal nature of the soul, we can live with greater purpose, meaning, and joy. The Gita teaches us that our true essence is beyond the physical body and mind, and that recognizing this can lead to a more fulfilling and enlightened life. It is a call to awaken to our higher self and to live in harmony with the universe. The journey of self-discovery is a lifelong adventure, and the Gita serves as a timeless guide on this path. It provides us with the wisdom to navigate the challenges of life and to find inner peace amidst the chaos. Each verse is a beacon of light, illuminating the way towards self-realization and spiritual growth. Take a moment to reflect on the idea of the soul and its journey. Consider how this understanding can influence your daily life and decisions. The Gita encourages us to live with integrity, compassion, and mindfulness, recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings. What does it mean to you to be an eternal being? How does this perspective change the way you view your life and your purpose? The Gita invites us to ponder these profound questions and to seek answers through introspection and meditation. How can this understanding shape your life and your interactions with the world around you? By embracing the teachings of the Gita, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience, allowing us to navigate the complexities of life with grace and wisdom. Let this ancient wisdom be a guiding light on your journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening.